So you just powered through that massive 10-part tutorial on radio frequency interference, right? Well, this explainer is for you. Think of it as your victory lap, a chance to really lock in all that incredible knowledge you've just gained.
And hey, let's just start with this. A huge congratulations. Seriously, finishing a deep dive course like that is no small feat. You've earned a rock-solid understanding of one of the trickiest topics in networking today, so let's make sure it sticks.
You have officially gone through the entire curriculum from the experts over at RFI Detectives. And that means you've covered the whole battlefield: Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, all those IoT gadgets in both the 2.4 and 5.8 gigahertz bands. So today, we're going to run through the greatest hits from all 10 chapters, just to make sure it all really sinks in.
You know, it all really boils down to this one simple idea. Every single wireless device we use, from our phones to our smartwatches, is talking on an invisible highway. And as you know way too well by now, that highway is getting seriously packed, creating these massive digital traffic jams we call radio frequency interference. All right, here's our game plan. We'll kick things off with a little nod to your new status as an RFI detective. Then, we're diving back into the core ideas. We'll recap the physics from the beginning, talk about identifying the usual suspects, cover how you've mastered the spectrum, and wrap up by looking at the awesome new toolkit you have at your disposal.
So yeah, let's talk about that new status for a second. You've made the jump. You're not just someone who knows a problem exists. You're now the person who can systematically take it apart and actually solve it. That's the whole ballgame. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty of how you do it. We're going to start right where your journey began, back in Chapter 1, with the physics of it all. Because as you learned, if you don't really get the fundamentals, you're basically just throwing darts in the dark, right?
At its absolute core, RFI is the #1 headache for wireless networks, and it all comes down to one simple fact. You've got way too many devices all trying to shout over each other in the same tiny, invisible room at the exact same time.
And this is such a great way to picture the 4-stage life of a signal. First, it's generated. Then it propagates through the air. Then, bam, it gets hit by interference. And finally, a device tries for reception. Understanding this flow is like having a diagnostic map. It lets you pinpoint exactly where things are going wrong. You also totally nailed this fundamental trade-off. 2.4 gigahertz is the old, reliable workhorse. It's got great range, but man, is it crowded. Then you have 5.8 gigahertz, which is like this wide-open 8-lane freeway with tons of capacity, but its range is shorter and, well, good luck getting it to go through a brick wall. Knowing which one to use and when is your first big strategic move.
Okay, so we've reviewed the what. Let's move on to the who. Chapters 2 and 3 were all about you putting on your detective hat and learning to identify all those usual suspects causing interference, both Wi-Fi and non-Wi-Fi.
And the main battleground, as you know, is that 2.4 gigahertz band. A huge takeaway from your training was learning to spot the sneaky non-Wi-Fi culprits that live there. You know, Bluetooth headsets, smart home sensors, even old cordless phones. Because they don't play by Wi-Fi rules. They just barge in and create total chaos. But let's be real. In most crowded places, the #1 problem is just other Wi-Fi networks. It's your neighbors, it's the office next door. But you didn't just learn to see this, you learned the solution. Your most powerful move here is proper channel planning. Firing up that analyzer, finding the quietest channel, 1, 6, or 11, and locking your network to it. That one simple trick can change everything.
Chapters 4 through 9 were all about building up your arsenal, getting comfortable with spectrum analyzers and packet captures. And it all led up to the grandmaster skill you learned in Chapter 10, going from just fixing problems to proactively defending your spectrum. This is where you went from being a firefighter to a fire marshal. And this right here really sums up that whole proactive strategy. It's this awesome 3-part system, right? First, you use spectrum analysis, which is basically your superpower to see the invisible environment. Then you're constantly tracking performance metrics to catch problems early. And finally, you set smart alert thresholds, so the network tells you there's an issue before a single person even thinks about complaining. Which brings us right to our final section, your new RFI toolkit. And this isn't just about software or hardware. It's about a total transformation in your mindset, from being a learner to becoming a true guardian of the network. This is you now. No more guessing, no more just rebooting the router and hoping for the best. You are now armed with a method, a system to look at an invisible problem, figure out what's really going on, and implement a solution that actually works. That kind of confidence
It only comes from really knowing your stuff.
So we're left with one final question. You've put in the time, you've got the skills, and you've mastered the concepts. With this new power to see the invisible, what's the first challenge you're going to tackle?
And remember, this entire review was based on that fantastic 10-part tutorial from the team at RFI Detectives. So congratulations again on a huge accomplishment, and thanks for letting us join you on this victory lap.